Good afternoon, everyone. Today I have the pleasure of introducing our speaker, Dr. Fred Hayes. This is a new era for us as the Chamber is navigating embarking on a new technological adventure. We're going to video conference Dr. Hayes in. That is actually what we do at KTRE all the time. We use video conferencing to make for quick meetings, planned meetings, to find people, to develop ideas, and we've, of course, been doing quite a while. And I'm really excited to see the Chamber give itself such flexibility as it relates to being able to grab someone anywhere in the world if they want to and have a video conference in. I am sure the Chief Technology Officer has this covered. I'll introduce him in a minute. Right now, what I would like to do before I go into introducing the speaker is he has some of his friends and associates with him today, and I want to introduce those from Nacogdoches ISD. I want to start with Michael Breen. He is please stand real quick if you don't mind, the Associate Superintendent of Business Operations, or as we like to say, the CFO. We also have Ronnie Knox, who is the Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Instruction. We have G.W. Neal, who is the Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Education, with us. We have Marty Prince, the Director of Communications. We have Leslie Garicani, did I get it? Who is Director of Technology and responsible for everything we see shortly. We're putting pressure on him today, but he's going to come through. He's going to be fine. We have Michael Martin, Director of Human Resources, and a young man who took me through and showed me how sophisticated the technology is at Nacogdoches ISD. I did not realize it took so much to run the district that way. And I'm really excited to introduce to you Nathan Chaddick. He is the principal at Nacogdoches High School. Nathan and I spent a lot of time. He was very patient with me. I went over to ask him about the high school, and he took his time, probably a couple hours, and showed me the school and talked to me. And I did not have an appointment, and I really shouldn't have been there without one. I am sure that Ronnie, I'm sorry, I'm getting all confused here. I'm sure that Robbie Robinson would not have appreciated me going over there without him knowing. Who is next on my list? Robbie Robinson is the Public Information Officer. And last but not least, Holly Anderson, Dr. Hayes' Administrative Assistant. I teased you about that, Robbie, I'm sorry. Nathan said I should have got permission. I did not. In the future, I promise you I'll get permission. He was outstanding. It was interesting. I was over there. There was everybody was talking about football that day. But I've been over there, and the young ladies were having a volleyball tournament. It was a TAC and NAC. So we were able to see that. And plus, he took me to the pep rally. He took me to the pep rally to see the pep rally for Lufkin High School. Let's talk a little bit today about our speaker. Most of the time, a school board is tasked with the idea of getting, a goal of getting a innovative, visionary leader to inspire and motivate the district and move it forward as education is the foundation of all that we do. I was reading Dr. Hayes' bio, and I got to tell you, I was most impressed. This is a young man who is the one of 6 kids from a single parent home by choice, as she left an abusive relationship. She took the kids, struggled mightily as she worked in a plastics factory to make sure that she took care of her kids, making only $84 a week, and concerned as to whether she would actually be able to keep all her kids. She inspired Dr. Hayes. Her hard work, her tenacity, she kept her kids together. Dr. Hayes was in high school, and he met a Muriel Salmon, who encouraged him to take a honors English course. Dr. Hayes didn't have a lot of confidence at the time, but he took that course and excelled in it, and it became the foundation of his confidence, and he moved forward from there. He became one of the 5 of the 6 kids got their high school diploma. He was the only one that went to college. He worked in a plastics factory at Tyler Junior College. Went to Tyler Junior College and worked in a plastics factory to pay his way. From there, he got his bachelor and his master's at the University of Texas at Tyler. Went all over to Baylor University and got his PhD. Now, guys, I got to tell you, that's an impressive person to do that kind of, under those kind of circumstances, to achieve those kinds of goals. Also, while he was there, he met a Betty Jo Monk, who taught him taught him professionalism. Took him to different cities along with other students and taught him professionalism. He decided, because he wanted to be an educator, he decided to go into the education industry. He became a teacher, and then he was a principal at 3 different ISDs. And he became the principal of the year. I want to make sure I get this right, but he became the principal of the year. He was chosen in Region 4 from the, let me just make sure I get this right, because I like that. The Texas Association of Secondary School Principals chose him as principal of the year. He went on to Athens for 5 years and became the superintendent of schools there. And finally, Nacogdoches had the wisdom to choose him to be their leader, the person to inspire, motivate, and encourage everyone to do better. What I really like about the fact, Dr. Hayes, is that he is going to be able to not only inspire and motivate, but he'll be able to empathize with the challenges that some of the kids face and some of the teachers and administrators face, because he's been there and he's done that. He is married for 22 years to Gail Lynn. They have 2 kids and 4 grandchildren. So without further ado, may we all watch and listen to obviously a very wonderful man and inspirational leader, Dr. Fred Hayes. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I want to thank the Nacogdoches Chamber of Commerce for allowing us to come out this afternoon and to present to you about a new direction in Nacogdoches ISD. We're standing here this afternoon filming this before one of the foundations of our community, the old university building. The old university building is the oldest school building still standing in Nacogdoches ISD, and really represents what Nacogdoches, the community of Nacogdoches, is all about. Nacogdoches community was built on education and the purpose of education, so that's why we're here today standing before this building, because it is the foundation of Nacogdoches, Texas and specifically Nacogdoches ISD. I want to thank the Board of Trustees, any Board of Trustee member who is present today. Thank you so much for being out here. I know that you give up of your time, but thank you so much for your dedication to Nacogdoches, Texas, for Nacogdoches ISD, and the children of this community. They really depend upon you. I want to also thank the Chamber. The Chamber is a vital part of our community, and we are so thankful that they support our schools. And what we are hoping as we move forward with Nacogdoches ISD is that we become a strong foundation for the community of Nacogdoches, so that when you're looking for businesses to come here, you can say, look, we have a great university system and we have a great public education pre-K to 12 system. That's what we want. That's what we're talking about, a new direction in Nacogdoches ISD today. I want to focus first off on our discussion on vision. We have worked really hard this year to work on and to establish a vision for Nacogdoches ISD. Our administrators have met together and formulated a vision. We presented that vision to the Board of Trustees. The Board of Trustees graciously grabbed a hold of that vision and said, this is what we want. So our vision in Nacogdoches ISD is that Nacogdoches ISD will educate and inspire everyone to achieve excellence. Those words are so key: to educate, to inspire. I love that word, inspire. That word is so powerful. It means so much more than to motivate. Inspire means that there's something within you that causes you to want to be part of an excellent educational system. Achieve. Educate, inspire everyone to achieve excellence. Achieve. Think about that word. You know, to achieve something means you accomplished it. And of course, everyone and excellence are key words as well. In Nacogdoches ISD, we have 3 standards, and you'll find those 3 standards posted in the rooms of those children that are over there yelling and in my office. But those standards are, first of all, high expectations for everyone. We believe that every child that comes through our door can meet and should be held to high standards, high expectations. Not only the children, but our staff, our parents, our community. We have high expectations for everyone that we are going to achieve great things in Nacogdoches ISD. We will accept nothing else. So that is our first standard, high expectations for everyone. Our second standard is teaching and learning for everyone. Teaching and learning for everyone. We all know throughout our lives that we're lifelong learners. We say that constantly. That's such a cliche that sometimes we take it for granted. But we also have to remember that we're lifelong teachers. Whether you're that pre-K child or whether you're that parent who walks, or senior volunteer who walks to the door, you constantly teach people every day about yourself, about other things. So we are teaching and learning for everyone. That's what Nacogdoches, that's one of our standards in Nacogdoches ISD. And the final standard, which I think we base everything on, all of our relationships and everything, is respect for everyone. We've got to be respectful of everyone, and we're going to treat everyone with respect. That's the standard of Nacogdoches ISD that we have. So, high expectations for everyone, teaching and learning for everyone, and respect for everyone. And then we know that vision, and we take those standards and we say, this is the practice of Nacogdoches ISD. And we developed a theme this year, and our theme is It Matters. It's a great theme, and we believe strongly in the power of It Matters.
To increase student achievement, we're closing the gap and raising our expectations, removing every obstacle and excuse. Why do we do it? Because it matters.
It matters. It matters. It matters. It matters. It matters.
Because I matter.
Because I matter. Because I matter. Because I matter. Because I matter.
As you can see, it matters. And isn't it great to see those kids who understand that I matter, that they matter. That's what Nacogdoches ISD is all about. The theme this year, It Matters, is so much a part of what we do. It's powerful. We're now moved inside the old university building. The old university building was one of those things that back many years ago, I think early 1800s, Nacogdoches, Texas, put a lot of investment into this building, put a lot of resources, put a lot of time. It was a major initiative of Nacogdoches